Hi, welcome back. My camera cut off in the middle of me talking about a flamingo in the last one. I'm excited about these cards, so I'm going to do a couple of readings. Therefore, whenever they come to you, whatever sign you are, and just listen to your own intuition and, listen to what your heart says about your own situation and where to go and what to do. And I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, but I'll tell you that the filter I look through is one of love. That everybody's benefited, everybody has brought a little clarity and light to the information you're guided and meant to know, and then that clarity is brought forth more in your own life so that you can recognize how it's around you. How many times do you have a conversation with somebody and then perhaps the next song that comes on the jukebox or the radio in your car or the store that you walk in is exactly the lyrics that you just had in a conversation with your friend and you don't even notice. And maybe there's more lyrics if you continue on and you actually look at the words rather than just sort of half hearing it and making up half of the words when you sing it back to actually read and see what it says, and maybe there's a message for you. It's not that the messages aren't there, it's just most people aren't aware. So I'm just figuring it all out myself and thought I could bring you along my journey and maybe we can learn together. So highest, greatest good of everyone involved. Actually, I have to be gentle because I'm starting to notice my nails, and I will be completely honest with you. After washing my hands, I did not take off the nail polish that I had on before because I could not find the remover. My mom recommends the one in the green packet so you can put them in your purse. Are the best ones because one cloth gets everything off. But I don't have any, so I just wiped that right on top of what I had. This is what I used, by the way, the Insta-Dry, because I don't have the attention span to wait for the other ones to dry. It will look like a child did it. So this one seems to be pretty good. It sometimes I get fidgety before it's dry, but it's the best option I have, so that's what I use. What's the color? Set Sail. That's the name of it. I like it because it's like Annie's shoes. In the original Annie movie, I have a thing for those patent leather like blue shoes. It's like this color blue. It's really pretty. It's like the sky. And if I look different, since I find that signs and symbols aren't just for the cards for me, by the way. They're like things I talk about and things around me. So that's why I talk about stuff like that. So even if my personal weird signs aren't exactly your personal weird signs, you can maybe put together that maybe some of my signs match up with my videos and stuff, and you can see how it works. So then you can start to look for your own. Not that they have to be my signs, You don't have to have birds or lights or whatever comes up. It could, or feathers, it could be coins for you, or bells, or butterflies, or, oh, by the way, okay. Anyway, find what works for you. Find it. Go on a little journey and then listen to and hear to figure out if it's right. I can't show you these cards because my sister is looking at them right now. But it's the Paulina Cassidy U.S. Game Systems. This is the box. The Paulina. It's the full. They're really pretty. I haven't looked at them much. I didn't mean to do a reading on the card before. I just found rubber bands and had them in my pocket ready to show you what I had. And if I see a card like this one, if I see this, I have them up, not up, because if I see it and I'm doing a reading or something, I just want to start going on a tangent and start talking about it. So for me, I don't go by rules. I just say if it does flip up and I'm meant to talk about it, I will. And if it's not, I won't. I just go with whatever. So I don't even know what kind of reading I'm doing for all you guys. I hope you're still with me. Thank you for joining me. Oh, here. So if I look different from the last video and I said I only had like eyebrow. This is why I was saying before about my own signs. And if you're a dude and you're like, why is she talking about makeup? It's like I got involved in my sister's and her friends like having a sleepover and I'm having to listen to this. I just wanted a tarot reading. I just want to know what I have to do. I just give me some answers. Which is where you shouldn't look for them. If you need to look outside, you need to still go in here. So if I look different for anyone who wants makeup tips or see how you can look different from video, I have no idea how I look. I look the same to me if I have like black lipstick on or whatever. I look so different all the time. I'm used to it. But I feel like I was inspired by the flamingo in that card because I used this. Just this weird like blush thing. And all I did is I took some of this, which looks kind of like the flamingo, which I didn't notice until later. And it is a little bit here, a little bit here. So it looked like I had a little color because I was looking a little bit drab at the beach. This possibly could make me look like a flamingo right now because I can't really see the camera so well on my phone. Blabbing aside, this one says imagine. This is upright. Speaking of looking at it, imagine. It's like a moon, the man in the moon. You can see the half moon here and the face. It's kind of sad. But then if you look, I don't know how well you can see this. If you look, there's a faint whole moon. And there's a faint hint of a face that's behind here. And it's like that Da Vinci smile, that soft, contemplating smile. It's also a contemplating kind of sad. It's that like when someone has, like if you see somebody, this is a little, I'm gonna go on a little Chinese face reading tangent. Anybody who's interested in palmistry, by the way, if you kind of are visual, and that's a thing, but you find it, there's a lot of rules, you don't know how to correlate the numbers and stuff like that, and you want to do something different, we need more people who are good at Chinese face reading. It is so specific and so amazing to read someone's face because you do have all the little micro expressions as well as your natural transformation and growth of your face / heritage / genetics / all that. So if you have a corner of your eye is pointy rather than a little bit round, it totally means something different. For instance, I see girls and guys sometimes that come in the bar that have something called peach luck. Maybe this is meaningful to somebody. I hope it is. I hope it is. Peach luck is when you have that little like extra little, it looks like a little ball in your cheek and it's here and you just kind of want to reach out when you see them. Just squeeze that shit. It's not really the dimple thing. That's another. The dimple thing is a totally different look. But it's like this little thing. And they tell men in China to find a woman, or so I've read, I'm going by what I read here, find a woman with the peach luck thing, because people see that in their face and they just kind of look cute as a freaking button. And even if they do something wrong, people just kind of want to give them stuff. And they kind of get away with stuff. And it's true. The girls and the guys that I see out, and I'm like, you have peach luck. Look at your little cheek. I'm like, you get away with a lot of stuff. Do people just give you shit? They're like, yeah, kind of. And then I'll see like a gay couple and they'll be so cute. And they both have it. I'm like, oh my God. I bet you guys can get away with anything. And people just give you shit. They're like, and they're like, what does she know? But they do. It's a thing. And people just kind of like, you're like a baby. They want to help you. You're so cute. You cute little thing. I just want to help you. I can't even be mad at you. Damn you. So they tell men, find a girl with this because they have luck brought to them. And that luck will also be brought to the family and the marriage and the man by default. Pretty smart. They're going through the back way with the luck department there. But Chinese face reading is really cool and it's really detailed. And if anybody's good at faces and remembering things, maybe you should start to look at that. And then, especially if you don't have people around you and you can't go in like a mall or a supermarket or observe a lot of people, restaurant, just look at people and don't stare at them and make them feel weird, but just kind of casually get features. Maybe with the people would be more comfortable. And then see, like, see if it matches. See if the little features match people Get them, let them know. Don't have them stare and feel weird. Be like, I totally have a Chinese face reading book. I'm going to see what that means for you. You want to know? Get them involved with it. So, it's not a weirdo scenario. Oh, here, signs. Before I forget, this fan is here because in the last video I did at the beach, I did mention something about cleaning up your shit and sweeping away the dust and opening your windows. And when I went next door to show my sister the cards I forgot I had pasta on the stove. And I waited a few too many minutes to come back, and there was so much smoke in here. So I had to get the fan out, right, and open my windows to let out my smoke, to let out the air, to clear the dust, to breathe better and deeper and circulate things around a bit. So there was a synchronicity for me, at least, if you want a little personal experience. All right, so let me finish this. So that's 20. It's imagine. So what can you imagine? It has a girl, and she looks like she's flying a kite, and she's like this. But instead of a kite, she's holding onto the moon. And it looks like she went up some stairs to get up in this magical, like, ice pillar. Like, almost like if you could make stairs out of snow, and then their snow is like bursting energy on both sides coming out. It's really quite beautiful. It's a lot of blue in this. It's all like sky blue. It's kind of like this little slightly different shade, but it could work. This is more periwinkle, and this is more sky blue. But there's a little periwinkle actually in the little like magic dust, like crystal ball things coming here of light. And then she has these light. It's almost like if you saw this in a sky, and this is the sun, and you see the rays coming through the clouds, and you can take the rays and pinpoint how far the sun is up there by the rays, by the way. Or, you know, so it's not, but it's coming from you. So you're beaming the light, but you're reaching to the moon. You're like pulling the moon down to you. Imagine whatever you want out of this. I mean, I also see this as like, if you put it like this, it looks like the ocean. And it looks like the way the sun hits the top of the ocean and it shines through. It's almost like you're here on the bottom of the ocean and you want to rise. So this deck is really nice. All right, I couldn't think of the name of this before, so let me show you so I properly advertise this, or however you do this. I'm really good at I'm really not. I gotta get better at the typing thing, by the way. I'm only pretty consistent because I did that. The copy-paste thing works for me. I probably wouldn't be so good on getting the videos up if I had to sit and do that every time. Just letting you know, I'm doing my best here. There's a lot of work even that goes behind these videos. You know, I can talk for whatever and put these on, but then you have to upload it, and I have to sometimes get internet and make sure it's on, and then delete it before I can re-record another one because I only have my phone to use right now. So this is Colette Baron Reed, The Wisdom of the Oracle Divination Cards. And I didn't even open the guidebook until now. I will probably maybe look at it because I don't want to, you know, I do want to respect the words that were written behind the card and the actual analysis with the creation process and the wisdom they want you to know. But I like in the beginning, at least, for me to just sort of look at them and then see what comes up, because sometimes the meaning of the card isn't necessary. You know, like I pulled a card in a reading where I pulled a card and it's like they have 5 of Pentacles, so a person sitting outside the church. But I think the point of the card was that the stained glass in that specific card looked exactly, I was holding up my tambourine with the lights on. The tambourine looked exactly like the picture of the stained glass in the card. So sometimes a card will present itself because there's a symbolic meaning or something that you'll go on a tangent of by seeing, or that will have a representation of something that is meaningful. It is not always the meaning of the card that is the message. So that's where putting you in the box of rules and whatever can have you fall behind and not be opening up to more enlightenment in some way or some bigger picture of the scenario. So now that I'm on 14 minutes, let me give you one more card, since I don't even know what I said this time. I have no idea what I said to you. Do you know what I said? I hope you did, because I don't. One card. Loyal Heart. 2 owls in a heart. They both have on a crown. Number 35. They threw 2 keys hanging on up here. But usually it's just the flag, but there's 2 keys. They're sitting on a heart, so they're wise. They're looking at each other. It's a male and a female. And there's hearts falling around them. 2 hearts. I'll read it later, I guess. I'll see you soon. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Bye.